2. Number 2. All right, guys. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Gerardo. We're checking.
And Jackie.
And Jackie. Oh, yeah, that's right, Jackie. Hi, guys. Number 2. Final answer. Pause me if I'm going too fast. 2e to the 2x. Number next one.
12.
12. Negative 9 to the negative x ln of 9. Ew, gross. Negative ln of 9 over 9 to the x.
That's what I did.
Or ln of 1/9 over 9x. Right? Negative 1 could pop up in the power. Number next one.
16.
16. 2 ln x over x. Do those cancel?
No.
No.
Poor little kitten that would die if you did that. No. Keep going.
20.
Final answer. Ln x. Ln x. Number next one.
20 or
38.
38.
Final derivative. 1 over x plus 1. Domain x greater than negative 1, not or equal to.
Just greater than? Yeah. Dang it, George.
Just greater than. Remember, at the 0 of the argument of ln, the vertical asymptote. Domain of f prime, x cannot equal negative 1, and x has to be greater. What? That's dumb. X is greater than negative 1. That's way harder than that. Number next one.
44.
X to the tangent x, you guys moved y over with logarithmic differentiation, right? X to the tangent of x times tangent x over x plus ln of x times secant squared of x.
Boom.
Ew. Number next one.
52.
Yeah. But it's on the
That's
board.
what's on the board. We'll double check. But it should be good. 52a is 1. 52e is 39. Uh-oh.
Let's go to the rounding.
Oh, is that all this is?
Yeah.
Round down.
Yeah.
Oh, probably because if you don't have a whole other person, we count it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We count it one less. And letter C. After 5 days, 50 students per day is the rate. That would be the derivative. Nice. After 5, 50 students per day. Nice. Did Slater have that one?
62.
No, I was looking at the example.
Oh, nice. You were able to follow it step by step. Perfect. Because there was an odd one like that too, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Look at that. Problem solving skills. 62.
Yes.
Ln of 2 over 2. Nope, sorry, negative ln of 2 over 2. Which could be ln of 1/2 times 1/2. Interesting. Number next one.
That's it.
And we're done.
What do you see most?
Gerardo, Joyce, and Jackie. We also went over, well, 52 is on the board, but you also saw it there for a second. 55 and 31 we had questions on, so there you worked them on the boards, and I just sent all of them, I think, in the group chat. So within the group chat. All right, with that, I want you guys to go ahead and actually first. Let's do this first. Composition book. Have your spiral closed. We'll go there in a second. But first of all, composition book. Oh, that's no fun. Aww, guys. I had them covered up last year, and this year they're not covered up. Ready, set, and go. In your spiral, are you solid on how to derive them all?
Inner spiral or comp?
Oh, I said, alright, composition book. In your notes, I should just say that. In your notes. Derivative of e to the e is 0, because derivative of any constant is 0. How about derivative of e to the x is? E to the x, because we're awesome like that. The third one, derivative of x to the e is?
X to the e minus 1 times e.
Nope.
Well,
E x to the e on x.
Oh. I would put the e in front, Los
Oh,
Angeles.
Oh, wow, that's a good one.
Why? Because e is a number, so we can just use power rule.
Oh.
Struggle. Letter D. The only way
that
to
is
proceed.
not what I did, and I should have done that.
For which one?
For C.
What'd you do?
I did like the whole, ln both sides, 1 over y, multiply the y over.
Yay! Sorry, that's
And
lame.
I got like,
Letter D though, what should you do both sides?
Oh,
Yeah, this is the one that we saw yesterday, just remembering. We could pull the x down in front, and then we would take the derivative, 1 over y dy dx is equal to, and we would
second, third, first.
rewrite
second,
him, and then we would product rule him, because we're cool like that. So second d first would just be ln of x, plus first d second would be x over x, which is 1, just so we don't get confused. So final answer is...
ln of x minus 1 times x to the x.
minus 1?
Alright, plus 1. My bad.
Woo, that was close.
Hey, I
Good?
got that one right.
Hey, got the hard one right. Sometimes the easy is the hard. Okay, you guys ready? I want you to open up Socrative. Join room 256918. To keep your composition book, I guess we could go in the spiral. I don't know what you guys want. Spiral, back of your spiral. We're in 4.3, 4.4 AP MC. Ready? Do you guys have the room number?
No.
Oh, there.
Chunky math isn't got it yet. That's what it is. 2, 5.
6918.
It says it joined in Peyton Mango's classroom.
Mm-hmm. Go. Just multiple choice. 1, 2, and 3. Last time was a little rough. Let's see if we do better this time.
What are we doing 4, or are we like?
Do 1, 2, and 3 and check the multiple choice, and hopefully you'll have the confidence to attack 4 with your.
Full attention.
Remember, we're avoiding basic mistakes, yeah?
This is about as good.
I should say little mistakes.
You brought me bad luck. I got the question wrong because of you.
Are you taking the quiz?
Yeah, kind of. I should probably not do mental math.
A lot of people in this class.
Sorry, we'll do that. I don't have a key to the hallway. I break in.
She's like, every now. They gave me the wrong key, so I have to go to them anyway.
Okay, thanks, guys.
That's okay.
That's the
Hi, Matt.
Ooh, I love when none of Oh, no, wait.
I love when you should have made the right
Wait, no,
answer,
yeah.
but you got the wrong answer
No,
because
wait.
you made a mistake.
You got a wrong answer.
Just disown me already, okay,
Okay,
Miss
let's
T?
see.
Remember, no little mistakes.
I'm scared because I know that this is going to be the one that, like, I did the mistake and got the answers. For number 1. It's just going to happen.
I'm so confused with number 2.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Miss T?
Can I have you just do the corrections? Just did they correct everything?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
So if
I'm
you
doing
want
something
F1
extra.
over
So just give them
F5.
like a 10 out of 10 if they did it all or
Yeah,
some time.
inverse of X.
I don't understand because it's saying, oh, I forgot the FG of it.
So it's 1 over
Yeah, it would be 1 over
Rough day, huh?
F.
the inverse.
Wait, what are you guys stuck on? Oh no! Number
Find the
2?
inverse, yeah. be 1 over f prime of the inverse, right?
Did we already do it? We got it wrong?
No.
So then I'm thinking
You can do it.
yeah, it is. Lolo, just put it in, George. Got it wrong. It's probably not do mental math. I have the answer. Like I know the answer, but I forgot the mental math doesn't work. I forgot to flip it over with the 1 over.
Oh, is that what happened?
My math was right, except for it wasn't right.
Because you forgot the one over.
Yeah.
See, you got it right that. See, I could just stick to the G notation, but I think the AP sometimes doesn't use G. Does it always use G? As we do practice, keep your eyes open. I will too. So I like the whole AB thing, because that'll help in this one. But you guys are still stuck in the last year thing.
Would the inverse be x equals y up to 3 plus y?
Yeah, but I wouldn't go that route.
Okay, because I did.
Well, you could go that route, and then you could do implicit differentiation. And then when you have y, it's the y of the inverse. Which might make sense.
Now I'm forgetting the sine inverse formula. I got it down to 2 choices.
The nice thing is they didn't flip the 4x squared and the 1 on you. I would have if I were them.
No, you wouldn't have. No, you wouldn't have. Because that would be me.
They are me.
But you're not.
Oh, they wanted to do the chain rule though, that's why they did it. But see, E is obvious, that's tangent, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's not. What can I say it or not? Can I say what it's not? No. I don't know what it is.
I know what it is, but I can't read 2 still, so.
Just can't remember.
Use the A and B one.
I know, but it still confuses me. I don't like inverse prime. I don't like this one.
We know to go over them.
Yes.
Can we go over the sign?
The sign inversion.
You know what? I'm just gonna guess which one. No. Yay! Got it right.
Remember, negative goes to the C's for derivatives.
There you go. See.
There you go. C.
Ha ha ha. Let's see.
I'm trying to do with AB this year. I'm trying to do like C. It's a negative, and then see if it works. I don't know.
Oh, we gotta remember cosine changes to negative sign. That cosine changes.
This is not going well. Oh, there you go.
Because I wasn't able to figure that out.
See, the hard thing is with integration, it's like there's bound to be a chance or something. I don't know. That someone's made up somewhere.
A chance for integration?
Well, because differentiation with the negatives and the positives and integration with the negatives and positives are backwards, like in the sense of memorizing. So I just do it, know your derivatives super well, and you'll be okay on integrals, but like tons of mistakes happen.
Is he saying one right now?
No, I think he's singing Korean.
Oh, okay. Totally.
Or he's like,
So I'm gonna
Or he's
put
gonna
something
say-
random for
say
number
this
2.
Ah, random?
Yeah, because
I can't believe I messed it up. Just a little mistake.
You know it's
Same
not
thing
D or
with-
E because it's 1 over.
Right.
Yeah, okay, Miss D. Some of us guessed D, okay? Okay.
I know that it's B only because you said the 1 over.
Yeah.
But it could be A.
No,
All right.
The one that wouldn't have 1 over.
It's 1 over G.
I got
Oh,
it.
you got it.
Yeah.
Look at us. People are watching the video. Hopefully you already did it for yourselves and then you paused it before you saw the answers, little cheaters. Otherwise, for those who are in here, we're going to go ahead and go over it. Number 1. What do?
You gotta take the derivative.
Whoo, that was a fun one. So for number 1, the derivative was?
It was 1 minus 3 e to the negative 3x.
Oh, you did the u prime on top? U prime over u? That works. But on bottom it'd be x plus 4 plus e to the negative 3x, and then it'd be 1 minus 3 e to the negative 3x.
Plug in 0. Plug in 0.
Such that x equals 0.
And then you You have to be able to count.
Anything to
That's
the
right.
0 is 1. 1 minus
So
3 is
one
negative
minus
2. And then 0 plus 4 is 4. And 4 plus 1 is
5.
dun 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 dun.
Don't just pick one
Dun,
over
dun.
4 because you don't know how to count.
Number 2. Okay, let's
One
review.
over 4 twice?
What?
I think that, never mind. That was stupid.
Okay, number 2. It's an inverse, right?
Oui.
So then for number 2 in the inverse, what is the derivative formula for an inverse? Now wait. Theoretically, we revamped this year, right?
Stop.
Given f and f inverse are differentiable, which for the most part, if they're asking you to do it, it is. So no big deal. There's none of these. There's no D and E. And f inverse of A equals B. Then f inverse prime of A equals 1 over f prime of B. Let's put it in practice, yeah?
Oui.
So, oh, I can't see it.
So plug in.
Who's my f?
F is x cubed plus x.
X cubed plus x. I know that my f inverse, or my g prime in terms of the problem itself. And where are we finding the derivative at?
At
2 is equal to 1 over f prime of,
g of
not
G inverse of
2. What was the point that we were given?
2, 1. Or 1, yeah, 2, 1.
Yeah, we were given that g of 2 equals 1. So then when we come over here, we plug in b, which is the y value. Then we go ahead and say, oh, hey, who is f prime? 1 over 3 something squared plus 1. Plug in the 1, and I end up with 1/4.
Don't put 4 because you forgot to put 1 over.
George's word to the wise. Now, Amanda, I was saying that your switching it could also make sense because the other way of going about it, besides having the point and using our little A-B trick from our revamped description, would be take the function the way that it is, switch the x and the y, so we'd have y cubed plus y? Y? Okay. Take d dx of both sides. And just remember for this, we have the x and y of the inverse. Because once we switch them, they're the x and y of the inverse, because the inverse is what has them all mixed around. So then that would lead us to 1 equals 3y squared plus 1. All of that dy dx, because both of them were in terms of y. And that would lead us to 1 over 3y squared plus 1 equals dy dx, hence the d dx of the y of the inverse, or g. So then when we go to plug in the y, we're going to plug in the, who is our point?
Juan. Or
2, 1. Which part am I plugging in?
Juan.
The y value. So as long as we keep track of who's who, and that would be g prime of 2, then we could still get 1/4. So either way, it just depends. Whether your brain clicks better with the second one and you're just like, hey, once I switch the x and y's, I have the x's and y's of the inverse point in its proper order, or up above with the a's and b's. Okay, so then going back to number 3, what's the derivative of sine inverse?
1
1 over the square root of 1 minus 2x squared times u prime. The only one that has that is C. Thank you. I need my u prime.
I forgot to put that in negative.
Dun 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 dun. Oops. Dun dun. All right. So we did okay-ish. Just maybe a little bit
Who got
cheaper.
chunky buns guy?
I don't know. Really.
No, chunky buns.
Number 4, we're not going to take tons of time on him. However, with number 4 question, what would you do?
Pretty
rest would be velocity of 0, or yeah.
At rest would be velocity of 0. Good. What else?
Then you would solve for that, or are you asking for B?
You would solve for t, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then once you solve for t, a is done. And then letter b, the value of the constant. Ooh, that looks AP-ish, doesn't it? Struggle. So A real quick, we'll do a different color because it's free response. All we have to do is set velocity equal to 0, which means take the derivative of x and set it equal to 0 and solve, solve, solve. Letter B, all right, help out. How?
So it's saying x double prime of t plus x prime of t equals x of t. I don't know what that's
So
supposed to
then
mean.
A of t plus v of t equals x of t.
What am I doing?
Oh.
times the acceleration.
Plug it in, plug it in. Exactly. I need to find the acceleration and find the velocity. So if I find the velocity for letter A, I'm plugging in 0. Ooh, I'd have a product rule, right? So second d first, that's just e to the t sine of t. Plus first d second, derivative of e to the t is e to the t. So we just need cosine of t, right? And then for the first one, we just need to go ahead and plug in t is equal to 0, and we keep going. But I just need to plug that in down here now, right? And then what do I need for this one? Double prime. So A times the derivative of this one.
Oh no.
Oh no! Would be another quotient rule. Second d first. Nice thing is we can pull an e to the t out again, right? Second, that'd be sine of t plus cosine of t plus first d second. Derivative of sine would be cosine of t. Derivative of cosine would be negative sine of t. Oh, hey, the signs cancel, right?
And you have two cosines.
And we end up with 2a e to the t cosine of t plus e to the t sine t cosine t equals e to the t sine t. There's a lot going on. What's going to happen to all my e's if I factor out and divide? Gone. And then my sines.
If you subtract the sign.
Yeah, if I subtract the signs cancel after that, right?
And you have 3 cosine t.
2.
So then I have cosine of t times 2a plus 1 equals 0. Right?
And
Because then you can factor out a cosine. So
you
you
have
have
to
2a
do
plus
cosine
1.
inverse, don't you?
Find the value of a for which? For t within 0 to 2 pi.
So that would be cosine inverse 2a plus 1 equals pi, right?
Well,
Oh no, would be pi over 2, right? And then 2a subtract 1 divided by 2.
they're asking for a. So they're asking for the value of a that makes this true. So they're asking us to not regard the cosine. Right? Because whenever we have factors equal to 0, can't we set each equal to 0? So we already talked about, well, we could talk about what values of t would make this equation equal, and that would be setting cosine equal to 0. But since they didn't ask about that, they're asking what values of a
So negative
would make it equal 0, so then we could say a is equal to negative 1/2. That is the a value that would make it true. Otherwise, you'd be finding t values that make it true. Does that make sense? So that a equals negative 1/2 and we're done. That was like an FRQ we did last year. Or something similar. Anyway, making sure that we're good. Kiddos, we have a test on and so for that test on Monday, I do believe we go look at our homework sheet really fast. That I have a little something to help. Hey, look, a little something. A little wipey one. I think those problems are good, and I chose one even, but I think it was on purpose because I liked the problem. I'm gonna
Just
see real quick if the
take a
even
snap.
answers are in the back of the book for the review.
I think they are.
Ah, they are. Sweet, doesn't matter. So if you guys have any questions, group chat it up, and we'll see how it's going. Work on that inverse as much as possible if that's a weak spot, so that we're good for Monday. Sound good? Go team. Happy weekend almost. You got this, yeah?
Yes.
I feel like Taylor's really productive